my experience with Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. Hello everyone, it is me, your host, Arekkusu TM. Today, we're going to be talking about Diddy Kong's Quest, okay, / Donkey Kong Country 2. It's very early this morning. Sorry for early birds, you know, or sorry for people that don't like waking up early or don't like doing anything that involves early. Whoops. Sorry, I was not supposed to be playing that. That was fucking Dusty Dude from Galaxy. That's next week. Okay. Let me share the stream and I'll be like, thank you, Renee. Fucking Renee texted me. Holy shit. I'm getting a lot of support. Alright, be right back. Okay. Here I am. Oh god, I'm a little nervous because Donkey Kong, I've been waiting for this stream like all week. Yes, you heard me right. Like all week I have been waiting to make this episode because I think this episode is very important to me. Going into this. So let's start it up. And I'm not going to be using music in this episode because, you know, YouTube actually added this music system in their copyright. I mean, I'll still use it, but like here and there. I'm not going to like listen to the whole soundtrack. So I might like start using less music. Maybe. I was thinking about that, like just less music. Because I was thinking about, you know, the whole new YouTube music system. But anyways, background, okay? We're just going to start talking about Donkey Kong Country 2. I'm just so excited. Because I literally waited all week. I waited, like, all the way, like, from last time we went live all the way to now. Now we're finally live talking about Donkey Kong Country 2. So it's kind of an emotional thing for me. Just waiting very patiently. Kids, wait for things because patience can get you places. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest is a 1995 platform game developed by Rare and published by Nintendo for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It was released on the 21st 21st of November 1995 in Japan and December 1995 in North America and Europe. Okay? Story. Sometime after Donkey Kong Country 1, Donkey Kong was relaxing on a beach until he was ambushed by the Kremlings. He gets kidnapped and brought to Captain K. Rool, Mongler in this game. Damn, nigga, you woke up way too early. Well, now Louis can't move, but... Oh, this nigga, dude. Alright, but anyways, the moniker in this game, who then demands the Banana Horde, he unsuccessfully tried to steal in the previous game for a ransom from the Kongs. That's pretty much the story. Alright, we're just gonna get straight into the levels here and stuff. Actually, you know what? I might just put on the OST, actually. Because the OST in Donkey Kong is actually really fucking good. On Diddy Kong's Quest. But let's get into it. So, Pirate Panic. Alright, this first level of the game was pretty chill. Got to see the Rhino Buddy, aka Rambi the Rhino. Yes, I do know some of their names now, okay? Don't fucking judge me, okay? Alright, Rhino Buddy again. But Pirate Panic, I actually really like this level because it actually shows that it's a continuation from Donkey Kong Country 1. Because in Donkey Kong Country 1, the last level we were at was literally K. Rool's fucking pirate ship from the first game. And that's literally where we start. Hence the name Pirate Panic, you know, and I kind of like that shit. To be honest with you, because I sit there and think about, you know, that level a lot. And it's actually a really good level once again because it teaches the player what to do, like jump, roll around. Like they don't give you like tutorials or anything. They just give you a little play area to test things out. And I kind of like that shit because it's like, you know, just thinking about it, it's kind of like my boy, you know, I'm not my boy. I don't know. I like tutorials that don't necessarily that teach you, right, that teach you how to play the game, but like they don't like shove text boxes or like anything in your face. You literally have to sit there, take a second to like figure all of it out. I mean, sure, maybe not like all of it, but like, you know, like test the buttons out in that said space. Because I remember in the beginning of the level, they actually do give you a little player, kind of like Donkey Kong Country 1, you know, how it literally introduced you to some of the beat, you know, all that other sort of stuff. You know, but it's still a good level. I enjoyed the very first level of Donkey Kong Country 2. Number 2, Mainbrandt's Mayhem. This was a ship level, and I really like how we were climbing ropes, dodging enemies, and there were these new beetle bug guys and these kremlins that climb a rope. So this level is pretty much like a ship level again, because you guys know, like, the first level was obviously a ship, which makes sense. The second one, we're still in the ship, but we're like a little bit further onto the ship and shit. Because the first level, we were like just kind of on the board, just going all around and shit. And you know how platformer levels are. They're kind of like just point A, point B, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know, there's no, like, it's not like Sonic the Hedgehog where you have multiple different ways to make it to the end of the stage. You know, which, no disrespect. I actually appreciate A to Bs. A lot, actually. I think A to B is a lot more simpler to understand and be like, okay, I can make it to the point B in this level. But anyways, Mainbrandt's Mayhem, I remember, like, I was so confused, because, I mean, we did do climbing on ropes and shit, aka vines in the previous game and stuff, but I think that came actually, no, that was actually kind of like a newer thing, because Donkey Kong Country 2 really stepped up the whole rope climbing aspect of the game. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, they literally expanded that bitch, and I literally mean they expanded that. They expanded that bitch, like, really quickly. Like, it was insane how much they expanded that. But anyways, I digress. Let's get on to the third level. So, the third level of the game, Gangplank Gallery. This level, we were exploring a dock of a ship, which was really cool, no freaking cap. Like, the dock, basically, I think the dock is like the little main area of a ship. Yeah, my ass doesn't know much about ships. Okay, shut up. Don't judge me, okay? Just don't judge me, okay? Just leave me alone. Let the video ride out then, you fuckhead, okay? Just let it ride out. You know, let it go. You know, let it go. You know, let it go. Sorry, I was just texting Chris real quick. Let me give people my message. Okay, there you go. Come on, man. I don't want too many fuck-ups in this video. My apologies for that. But anyways. Sorry. Okay. But, which, yeah, it was like a dock level, and I actually felt like it was kind of cool that we were, like, in this dock-like area and shit. Number 4, Miss Wrinkly Kong. I kind of like how Donkey Kong Country 2 introduced a new Kongs, Dixie Kong and Mrs. Wrinkly Kong, which Wrinkly Kong was like, she was like, I can't remember what she was, but she was like in the game, and she's Cranky Kong's wife. So Cranky actually got married and shit, and I thought that was kind of cool how he did. And I kind of love how, you know, she's just chilling. She's introduced in this game. I kind of like that shit a little bit. I'm not gonna gap. 5. I love how Cranky Kong, instead of just yapping at you in the first game, he gives tips for specific levels. Actually, in Donkey Country 1, he doesn't do just yapping. He actually does lace you up with info in Donkey Country 1. So he pretty much does the exact same thing in Donkey Country 1 than he also does in Donkey Country 2. But anyways, but I think more of the time, Donkey Country 1, he's more yapping at you than actually giving you some tips and tricks and levels. Like here and there, he'll give you tips and tricks, but in Donkey Country 1, he was more like, yeah, fuck you, you know? But, anyways, for giving you tips for specific levels, and Miss Wrinkly Kong gives you tips on how to fight different enemies or teach you how to handle opponents in different ways, which I kind of like how Wrinkly and Cranky Kong both serve a role as teaching you about specific parts of levels or teaching you how to use specific combinations with the Kongs. I kind of love how they're teaching you two different things and stuff. They both serve a purpose in Donkey Kong Country 2. I kind of like that. Because usually a game would only have one character teaching you certain things, you know, and it's kind of like, okay, I'm not used to that. But anyways, number 6. Lockjaw's Locker. I love how this level, we're basically in the underbelly of a ship, or a storage room for short, and the water in certain areas rise. It's like a land and water stage, which is something I've never seen. No, I've seen that shit before, Alex. Quit fucking capping. Basically what I mean is like in between, during the stage, is like the water from the storage area rises and lowers, okay? And, like, certain areas have the water being high, which means you need to swim, like, throughout the bit. And then you need to, what is it? Yeah, you need to swim through the bit. Excuse me, my apologies. Yeah, swim me the bit. Like, it's just the whole thing, okay? I don't know why I said I'd never seen this type of shit before, because that's kind of a lie. Like, I think Super Mario Galaxy has done that quite a few times. There's tons of platformers I played where it does that exact shit. So it's just kind of weird to me that I said that in the notes that I had right here. Jolo, what's good, bro? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Why'd I say that 7 times? You know what? Ignore me. Just ignore me. Yo. Damn, bam, bam, bam. God, the music. The music in this game is so good, too. Like, no cap, the music is actually really good in Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy Kong's Quest. Anyways, good morning, Brendan. Yeah, I don't know if Brendan's in the stream anymore, because I kind of, like, switched to, some type of mode during it. Like, I kind of signed off, and then kind of came back. So, it's kind of weird. But anyways, top sail trouble. We're platforming on a bunch of different sails of the ship, and we have a new buddy with us in this level. This snake is awesome. He can jump on every enemy in this level, even Blue Kremlin. So basically, the snake buddy, I can't remember his name, but I just usually call them whatever animal they are and then buddy. But you guys can look up their names if you want to, and then maybe correct me in the comments later. But he makes his first appearance in top sail trouble, and what he does is his ability is to jump, and then he also his super ability is, you know, if you let him charge up enough, he'll do a super bounce. And I don't think I discovered this until a little bit later on. But basically, if you remember that frog from the first game, that frog buddy, he's pretty much the frog buddy, or a downgraded version of the frog buddy from the previous game in a way. But I didn't really notice that the first time I played this level. I kind of noticed that like way after, when I was watching a bunch of Donkey Kong Country 2 videos, because so many people have made Donkey Kong Country 2 videos as of late, and there are still people recently today talking about Donkey Kong Country 2. Okay, it's crazy how Donkey Kong Country 2 has lived throughout this era. I really hope Nintendo remakes these games. This would be sick. Like, not GBA style, but straight up, like, remakes them for Nintendo Switch. That would be so fucking cool. But keep the original tracks though. Don't don't try to remix them like they did with the Game Boy Advance versions. Yikes. Which, if I do make my experience on the Game Boy Advance versions, I'll probably do it all in one video, so you guys don't have to worry about watching another set of 3 videos to get the whole gist of Donkey Kong. Anyways. But yeah, that was top sale trouble. I was just kind of like, what the fuck? You know, that level was kind of cool. But anyways, number 8. Dixie Kong's abilities are pretty freaking cool. So, man's on the ground. I don't know why I said man on the ground. It's pretty freaking cool. On the ground, she can smack enemies with her hair, but use her hair attack in the air, and she becomes this spinning attack, and she can fly vertically for a bit, which is really cool. I still have not played Donkey Kong yet. Dude, Donkey Kong's a good game. You can download it off of emulator, Nintendo Switch. The online service actually runs Super NES games, so it's like you can probably find Donkey Country 2 in that batch. Or maybe go to eBay and look up Donkey Country 2 for over $100 because people are going off on that type of shit. But anyways, I'm going to explain this better than my notes did. So basically what Dixie can do is on the ground, which she's Diddy Kong's girlfriend, by the way. She can come in and smack Kremlins with her hair, but it's a little slow, to be honest. But what makes Dixie Kong, and she's pretty fast too, compared to like Donkey Kong and stuff. But anyways, what makes Dixie Kong in this game to me is I like using her a lot, and I mean a lot. But her hair spinning move that allows her to fly vertical distances and also have slow falling is fucking cracked in this game. I'm telling you. It is take the raccoon, you know, the raccoon suit from Super Mario Brothers. Take the super leaf from Super Mario, or the cape feather from Super Mario World, the super leaf, you know, from Super Mario Brothers 3. If you remember how Mario be running and then he'd be flying up in the air for the whole stage, that is pretty fucking much. That is literally pretty much how Dixie is in this game. But she can't just run and then start up a jump like that. No, she has to, like, get top speed, then run and jump, and then at whatever distance it is, she'll, like, fucking fly all the way over there. But you have to, like, hold the button, like, the jump button after you do it. Jump and then hold the button so she'll go fucking swinging. Think of Luigi's backflip from Super Mario 64 DS, but you don't have to activate a backflip to activate it. It's actually really fucking cracked. I'm getting a DS Lite this month for my birthday. That's actually really good because DS games actually can play Game Boy Advance games. You just gotta put the Game Boy Advance cartridges, little shits in the DS. DS can run, or I think it's... Hey, Louie! I hope his act did not go outside. Louie! Can DS Lite games run Game Boy Advance, or was that regular DS? And DS XL? Because I know regular DS and DS XL can do it, but I don't know about the Lite. Can you look that up for me? Got you, Jolo. But yeah, Dixie Kong's abilities are cracked as hell in this game, and I'm not kidding about that. They're cracked. Number 9, Crow's Nest. This boss battle was cool. He was a bird that took 4 hits to beat, killed me a few times. Yep, it does. DS Lite. Oh, okay. Did you, like, look that up before we fucking started the video? Not gonna lie, Crow wasn't that bad of a boss. All you had to do was jump on his head 4 times. Not even all that. You know, so we're just gonna kind of throw ourselves in there. I hope this my experience isn't gonna be too short, because I'm trying to extend this to maybe an hour 30, you know what I'm saying? Getting that watch time. Oh my god, that's literally every YouTuber on the planet now is like this watch time stuff. And by the way, the reason why I'm like kind of a little bit hesitant on music right now is because my streams, like as of late, be having this dumbass issue where it's like they start buffering and all my internet starts going out of whack. So I'm kind of in my own streams again like I used to from 2 years ago. Where I have to have myself in my own stream so I can, like, know what the fuck is going on with my stream, see the quality of it. Lol, nah, I just know. I own one back in 7th grade. Oh! Okay. 10, Hot Red Hop. already getting a volcano level, which I think is awesome change of pace. And Dixie's vertical flying is OD in this stage. And we got a new buddy, which is the spider. So the spider buddy in this game is actually extremely useful. It's actually one of the best buddies in the Donkey Kong series, actually. Basically, what this spider can do, the spider can... What the hell was that? I don't know if y'all saw that, but I kind of sped up for a second. But anyways, as I was saying, the spider is one of the best buddies you can have in this game. Because it can shoot web, like to kill enemies, but also it can shoot webs, creating its own mini platform. This is extremely useful for the spider buddy. Because I remember when I was using the spider buddy, that platform stuff would save my fucking ass. During some of these levels, man. I'm telling you, during a lot of these levels, Spider Buddy really came in clutch wherever he was in. And having to make platforms, you can make platforms above yourself, on the same level as yourself, a little bit above yourself so the Spider Buddy can jump on the platform. But you gotta be careful because the web platforms don't last super long. They only last a few seconds, so you gotta like make the next platform right after that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a little quick on your toes to get the spider ability going and stuff. And I actually really love the spider ability, but I didn't really get to use the spider ability until like way later. But I'm just mentioning it here now, so I don't have to mention it again later. Cannons with the K. Kalam. This level was extremely fun. I love for the most part of the level. We're going upwards and left to make progress. We were in an underground mine or underground cave, and there were crows and gremlins with cannons. Basically, this level was pretty much like, you know those air levels that pushes you up and shit from, like, I don't know, maybe Mario or something? You know on Mario 64 when you're a huge, tiny island where sometimes there's this wind that blows you upward, like, here we go, you know, pretty much like that, but for a whole level. And you have to proceed to go left or right, go the right path. Yep, you have to pretty much do that the whole level. And I thought it was pretty fun, which there's going to be a harder version of this level, like, later down the line, obviously, because that's what platformers love to do. They love reusing the same ideas, but, like, make them harder. Tell Louie I said, what's good, G? Jolo says, what's up, Louie? Louie? Oh my god, why do you always have to have those intros by the door now? You see this peak of this nigga? What? Hi, we cannot hear you, bro. Or at least I don't think so. Can you guys hear this nigga? He's saying hi back. You know what's kind of fucked?
I'm just in the corner. You sound so awkward when it's just you, I'll be honest with you.
What do you mean?
You sound really awkward. You sound like nervous. A little bit.
Nervous? For what?
Without the music in the background? Because I'm so used to hearing you with music in the background.
No, I'm fine.
Alright. Are you sure? Are you sure you're good, bro?
Yeah, no, it's just that it's annoying me because I have to. The reason why I'm like looking nervous a little bit is I have to constantly look up and then look at the camera, then look back down at my notes. So I have to look at 3 things all simultaneously almost, like the entire time. Because 1, the fucking internet. I did not have to worry about this shit 3 years ago. Number 2, I gotta read notes, man. And number 3, it's like I gotta express that at the same time. Like, give them an example, like, without trying to go too far in depth, without trying to spoil anything too much.
The reason why I'm also is
no, I know, and Snickers be waking you up way too damn much, bruh. Even after I try to tell him, like, hey, bro, don't do that. This nigga still wants you up, bro. I don't know why either. So weird. Anyways. Yeah, but anyways, that's the whole stage. 12, Lava Lagoon. This level was you going in and out of water and making sure you make it to a seal to make the water cool enough for us to swim in. The water starts out, is boiling like hot lava. So, but anyways, basically this level was hit the seal, okay, and the lava will turn into cold water, like cool enough for you guys to swim in so you can proceed through the level. That's pretty much this whole level in a nutshell. I don't know why in my notes I try to make it seem way more complicated than what it actually is. Kind of to speed, well, not to speed things up, but to slow things down. Because honestly, with a lot of these games, like a lot of these games for me are like 16 notes. The next game we're talking about has another 39 notes, like some Super Mario Origami King, which you guys supported the hell out of that video. Which is 39 pages, just like the Origami King, but the difference is I'm talking about stars. Anyways, you get it. You get it. Ride Hot Ride. We were in a volcano and had to use this hot air balloon to get across. And they did a damn good job with this level, to be straight up with you. So pretty much, like I said, Ride Hot Ride. So hot air balloons. So in this game, the hot air balloons work like, they basically go down and continue to go down and down. But don't worry, there's these little steam up shits where you rise up a little bit. And then you go back down slowly until you get to the next hot air balloon. You have to stand on top of the balloon. You can't get in the little passenger shit. You'll just die. But I remember this level because it was actually pretty cool to me that we were doing a level like that. And plus, lava, like, around, like, World 2-ish. This is something new Super Mario Brothers would always throw at you around World 8. They would never throw a lava area in World 2. That is like a sin in the Mario universe. My God. Well, Donkey Kong technically is in the Mario universe, just on like the opposite side of the planet. I don't know. I don't know how Mario lore works sometimes. But anyways, number 14. Alright. Squatch Shaft. It was another underground cave level, and the Bird Buddy came straight back from the first game, which was very cool. I appreciate that. So Bird Buddy, aka Squawks, he flies, obviously. And, you know, he comes back in this level. That's pretty much what I'm going to say. That's pretty much what it is. And the whole level is platforming, like, with the bird. So, number 15, Cleaver's Clean. Bro, this boss battle confused the shit out of me for a fat minute. But even when I figured it out how to beat him, he still gave me a bit of trouble with his different mini phases and shit. But really cool fight. So, Cleaver is actually a fucking giant sword. Yes, Diddy Kong and Dixie are going up against a giant fucking sword. Okay, I shit you not. It was literally the giant sword that comes after you in different ways each time you actually damage him. And by the way, how you damage him is you get to opposite sides, a cannonball will be released, and you throw it at him, right? And you don't have a lot of time to, like, throw it at him. So, literally, once you get there, make sure you gotta get that cannon and fucking chuck it. And if you chuck it, like, the wrong time at all, when he's not on screen, it obviously won't hit him. But it's like, shit, I remember I never fought, like, a giant sword, like, in my platformers, okay? I'm so used to other objects, like giant boxes, or, like, fucking giant turtles and Goombas and fucking all this other shit. But a giant sword that's a sentient being with eyes and a mouth ready to fucking kill me? Yeah, no, fuck that. I've never fucking fought something like that. Or at least in a long period of time to the point I don't remember. But holy shit, I remember that shit like it was yesterday, bro. And I was just sitting there like, holy fuck. I don't know what to do. For a long time, I sat there, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because you guys know, like, when I don't know what to do, I tend to freak out, and it's like a whole fucking thing. Number 16, Barrel Bayou. I swear to shit, like, ever since Crash 4, I have been playing nothing but platformers that have the word Bayou in it. And every time I think of the word Bayou, Run It Bayou, I just think of Crash Bandicoot 4, and here we go. The name alone really reminds me of Run It Bayou from Crash Bandicoot 4, and I hated that level in its entirety. But this levels definitely didn't hate it as much, but still didn't really think too much of this level other than its name. Like I said, Barrel Bayou is pretty much you're shooting barrels, you know, like throughout the stage and stuff. That's pretty much what the fuck you're doing. And I remember Barrel Bayou, I could not stop thinking of the name. Like Crash 4 would just keep popping up in my fucking head. Because Run It Bayou was such a shit stage. I hated it, man. perfecting that level sucked dick. If you want to know more about that, go to my Crash Bandicoot 4 My Experience videos, and I'll tell you all about those. But anyways, I just remember this level, and I was like, man, I know I definitely didn't hate it as much as Run It By You from Crash 4. No, not even close. I definitely didn't hate it as much, but I still didn't think much of it because I was so, like, focused on the name of it, other than, like, what it actually did different from the previous stage. Sometimes my mind gets fucking caught on things like that, where it's like, it doesn't want to think, you know, about what it actually did differently than the previous one, than the boss. Just, fuck it. Let's just think about it in the light of having the name. If you were given $1 million to play Donkey Kong only forever, would you take that deal? No, because, look, I love Donkey Kong, but I need to play my fucking Marios. I need to play my goddamn Metroids. I need to play my Sonics. I need to play my fucking Rayman, okay? I need to play my Banjos, alright? You know, my Zeldas, you know what I mean? I couldn't. If I had to play Donkey Kong forever, I couldn't do that, bro. I need, like, what made Nintendo special. I'm not trying to say Donkey Kong did it, but I'm just trying to say I need to balance it out with everybody in this bitch. Because I can't just play Donkey Kong for, like, Donkey Kong only forever. Hell yeah, I feel you, nah. Because, yeah, it's like, think about that real quick when you just said that. I'm not going to say you're stupid for saying that or nothing, but I can't play Donkey Kong like that. I will, like, forever like that. Don't get me wrong, I love Tropical Freeze. I love Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 and shit. I love all of them, and I haven't played Return, so, but still, I know it plays similarly to Tropical Freeze. But, but regardless, I can't play Donkey Kong forever like that. I need that balance. Because if I get an imbalance, I feel pretty imbalanced, you know, and I don't want to feel that way again. And I don't want to feel that way where it's like I can only like one thing. Because I remember for my whole life, not my whole life, but I remember for a certain period of time. By the way, yeah, I shaved my mustache today. So if you guys didn't notice, like my mustache, I shaved it. But anyways, shaved it last night. But anyways, I remember this certain area of my life. This is when I was watching Bleach and loving Bleach. I felt like I couldn't love like anything else the same, like on the same level for some stupid reason. I felt like I couldn't love, like, let's say this, I'll give you an example. Like, I couldn't love Donkey Kong and Mario equally. I couldn't love that. I had to love that series over everything else. Everything else, I like it, but I had to love it on a lower level. I don't know why I felt that way, or I had to disregard it and like this one thing better than something else. I don't know. I was a stupid little kid, or I just had a very fucking stupid mind back then, to be honest. That didn't allow me to like multiple things at once. I had to go through multiple phases of liking that one thing and then moving on, like months between each other. Louis knows where I'm at. Louis remembers. I'd play Pokemon only forever for 1 million. Damn, bro, really? Pokemon? I mean, I would just go for a series that has a bunch of games, but with a bunch of different titles that span the variety. Because if I'm playing a game forever, I can't have it be in the same category. Because think about it, like, if I'm stuck playing a series forever, most series stick to one thing, platforming or whatever, right? I mean, I love my platforms, but sometimes I do want a platform with not just jumping on enemies. I want a platform that allows beating up elements, like Crash of the Titans or a little bit of Rayman, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, think about it like that. Number 17, Glimmer's Galleon. Just another water stage with you. Way more fish out to get you, to be honest with you. That's pretty much that. Anyways, number 18, Crockhead Clamber. This level was a D-bag to me for all of the enemy placement and the B at the end of the stage. Because I remember when I was actually at the end of the stage. Oh yes, I'm at the end of the stage. What the fuck? I remember I fucking raged a little bit after that shit. Because I was playing the game so well, I did the level so well, and then that little fucking bee, that bee came out of fucking nowhere, It was like, I just got so mad at that level, man. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Like, it happened to me yesterday. I'll just make a Pokemon YouTube channel, lol, and keep making money from that. First of all, if you want to plan to make money on YouTube, you're going to need 4,000 watch time hours, which might take you a long time or a short time, depending on how many viewers you want to start monetizing with. You actually need 1,000 subscribers, okay? And also, before you get your first paycheck, I'm going to be straight up with you, you need to make 100 USD to show YouTube that you can at least make something for them in the long run. 3 things you need to worry about when it comes to making money on YouTube. Telling you that now. Just want to help you out. Number 19, Rattle Battle. This was very fun because you get to play as the snake buddy for the whole level, jumping on Kremlins, little wasp/bee things, all that other sort of stuff in this whole level. And I actually genuinely really enjoyed it, using the snake buddy for a whole level. And also, this game also introduces like animal buddy levels. For example, you're only playing the animal buddy throughout the whole level, and I actually really like how Donkey Country 2 introduced that whole concept. As well. But some animal buddies are clearly better than others, and it's not even a joke. It really, some animal buddies are just really that much better than, you know, I'm just gonna get that out of the way right now. Some animal buddies are better than others, but it was fun playing all of them in different ways. Anyways, number 20, Slime Climb. This level was a bastard. The slime would constantly rise, and you would have to avoid it by platforming upwards and keep that going. And if you slip up, the slime, if you slip up, like, oh shit, I accidentally fucked up, the slime will catch up to you, and you will most likely die by the piranha or just get fucking stuck. Yeah, I literally mean that. So if you fuck up in this level, like, more than once, you're definitely gonna die by the rising slime. And this level takes inspiration from, you know, the whole Rayman thing with the rising water. Because if you remember my Rayman video I talked about with the water rising, where you have to constantly create plants and stuff to constantly have you continue to go up. Instead of doing that, it's basically a whole ship level where the slime/water is rising / the ship that you're on is sinking. So you need to continue going upwards, alright, to avoid the slime. Which I think was a really cool concept for a level, especially in Donkey Kong and the way they did it. I also do like the way they did in Rayman as well, but at the same time, I really do like the way they did in Donkey Kong Country 2 as well. Like, that was actually really cool. I don't know, I can't remember if they had no, I don't think they did have a level like that in Donkey Country 1. So they're introducing new level gimmicks in Donkey Country 2 just like that, man. Just throwing them right in there. Okay, I see. Okay, thanks. No problem, man. I'll always lace anybody up with any type of YouTube monetization because I've tried it myself. I didn't enjoy it. / my AdSense shit is just all fucked up. That's why I don't make any money. And plus, I don't know if I really plan to, like, ever on YouTube. Maybe one day, but I don't know. For now, fuck nah. Know what I'm saying? Nah. Anyways. 21. Bramble Blast. The whole level, you're blasting through barrels, trying to find your way out of it. And it reminds you of the secret stage from Sonic 1, but much better, like, much more manageable to control. So, Bramble Blast is basically you're blasting through barrels that are like right next to you, and you're shooting upward, downward, straight, a little crooked downward, like diagonally down, straight up, diagonally forward, diagonally that way. You're going all over the place to try to find the correct way to go. And I remember this level like stressing me out a little bit, / like getting me like a little bit on edge, just kind of like, why are you taking this long for, like, you know, to do that to me and stuff? It's just a little weird, man. I have done so many of my experiences, like, it's so crazy. And sorry, I just think of this and I'm just like, dude, that level really did stress me out a lot. 22, Kogul's Contest. Bro, Kogul is a fucking tank. He would take more than 5 TNT barrels to put this guy down. And his shockwaves after he jumps is pretty OD. It's like a mini boss battle. Did you hear about the new Little Mermaid movie coming out? Yes, I did. from like Long Beach Griff because people are talking about it, and also people were kind of dissing the new Little Mermaid movie, which I was just kind of like, I don't know, I don't really care. But I mean, it's all right, I guess. I didn't really see the trailers, but I did see people trying to make Little Mermaid black, apparently, because being black is better. I don't know what the fuck. But I remember Krogel's contest. I remember Krogel was actually kind of like a hard, like, mini-boss. And it was just weird to me that they had a mini-boss in this game that wasn't like a main boss. Since I'm so used to Donkey Kong just having the main boss, platforming levels. Main boss, platforming levels. Just give me a few platformers, give me a few platforming levels, a few platformers with maybe one or two little gimmicks about it, and then you move on to another one, and you get thrown into a boss battle after 5 to 6 levels every time. Anyways, 23, Hornet Hole. This level was very fucking long, and we had to wall jump in this stage. Like, there's a lot of hornets in this level too, like dang, and I was dying a lot here. So basically this level basically gets you used to / introduces you to wall clinging. So wall clinging, I don't know if you know what wall clinging is. It's very different from wall jumping. I said wall jumping, but it's more like wall clinging to wall. Wall clinging is where you're on a wall, like you jump towards a wall, you cling on it. Since there's honey on the wall and it's very sticky, you get to cling to that wall, climb up it a little bit, but you have to like jump off, jump back on like over and over again to kind of proceed upward through that shit. So you're kind of re-clinging yourself to that said wall, and then if you see a fucking wasp or a bee, either one of two enemies, I can't remember, or the hornet, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you gotta jump to the opposite side. I remember doing that. And it was actually pretty fun. I was surprised that they actually did that for a level. Like, for a whole level, they decided to do that. And I was like, I kind of like how they're being so determined to continue with their ideas and other stuff like that. I actually very much appreciate that. That is actually pretty fucking cool. 24, Target Horror, or Target Terror. I can see why they called this level Target Terror. It's a minecart stage, and it was crazy. I'm scared for the future of this game. Like, this level was crazy. So you're in a school minecart at this carnival-like environment, which I thought was really cool that Donkey Kong Country 2 introduced, like, carnival-like environments. But, you're in this fucking school minecart going up crazy slopes in minecarts. You have to jump. Obviously, you remember the minecart levels from Donkey Kong Country 1 where I showed you, like, one of those? Think of that, but, like, hard as hell. Since this is, like, the midpoint of the game, or not midpoint, but it's like, it's a little difficult. I remember struggling on this quite a few times and trying to get used to the minecart level, since I went through a lot of this game without dealing with a single minecart level. So this was the first one I was coming back to, and I remember, I don't remember playing Donkey Country 2 straight after Donkey Country 1, but I remember, like, it was like a week or two after, and I was like, okay, I'm all warmed up, I'm all, like, seasoned up a bit. I think I could play Donkey Country 2, and you get the gist. The level was super fun, though. I still had fun. Even though I am scared for future levels, I still had a lot of fun with this level. 25, Bramble Scramble. Pretty much another bird flying level. Not gonna lie, it really was just a bird flying level with the vines and all that other sort of small stuff. 26, Rickety Race. It was a race against 10 Kremlings, which was pretty tense at times, but we used the carts again, which was cool. I actually like this level because, think about it. So you're in a minecart, the skull minecart I mentioned earlier. There's 10 Kremlins in the level that you have to pass up throughout the race. And by continuously doing good, you'll pass up a Kremlin in the race. Also kind of killing them in the process, which is kind of dark, but it don't matter. It's a game, okay? Relax. But I love this level because not only you're racing against people, but I didn't think they'd put a racing level in a platformer like this, like a 2D race against 10 different opponents. They're obviously not on the screen at the same time because that would have definitely gave the game massive slowdown. But I remember this level and I was just like, this was actually pretty cool. Sure, it was hella stressful, don't get me wrong. It was stressful, but I was having some fun playing this level going through it. I remember it like it was yesterday, and it was really good. 27, Mudhole Marsh. This level was another swamp level, but the ending is where you have to jump on barrels to get across, which really reminded me of Crash Bandicoot's box hopping. So there was this barrel section, right? So you're in this barrel, right? And the barrel's moving, and you have to jump, like pop out of the barrel while you're midair, and land in the next one. And the reason why I say it reminds me of Crash's box hopping, because Crash's box hopping, you're going to one box to another, but in this game, you're going to one barrel to another. And it really does remind me of Crash, like, in that regard, because I remember barrel hopping is similar, but not exactly the same as box hopping, but it does give me, like, that vibe, if you catch my drift. You guys know me, I'm all about that vibe, bro. Like, if I'm feeling something similar, yeah, who cares about race? Yeah, race is just not important for the Little Mermaid movie. It's just off to me every time I think about shit like that. Like, why would you want to make the character black when the character was initially white? I don't get that. I don't know why you're doing that. But anyways, you get my point about this level. I still had fun with this level, though. It was still pretty fun. 28, Rambi's Rumble. Bro, this level's wall clinging or wall jumping was very annoying. And the Diddy Kong and Dixie Kong section felt like a maze. And I had no idea if I was going the right way. But the Rhino section was fun. Like, Rambi's Rumble in this level was very fun. I love how they called it Rambi's Rumble and stuff. Even though the Donkey Kong and Dixie Kong section, sure, that shit I did not like. But the Rambi section was fun. 29, King Zing Sting. I absolutely hated this boss battle because I had to fight him while huge, and I can only hit his stinger, which is an absolute pain in the ass, but his small form wasn't too bad. Okay, so what makes this boss fight a huge son of a bitch, King Zing Sting. Oh my god, he is difficult. Okay, so in his big form, he has this stinger, and this is his hitbox. Okay, you actually have to aim an egg, make sure you hit the stinger at the right point, and I mean this, to actually get a hit on. And each phase, each hit you hit him with, he gets faster and faster and faster, and his pattern changes each hit. And it gets, on most levels, the same. Well, it's like a variety. There's swamp levels, there's pirate ship levels, there's carnival, minecart levels, water levels, like a mixture of water slash land, like a mixture of water and like land levels in a way. And there's also these vine-like levels where you're in this viney-like, like spiky vine-like environment. So there's 6 to maybe 7 or maybe 8 different level types in this game. Not all of them are like mostly the same though. A lot of them are completely different. It's just that like the backgrounds of the levels will be like maybe the same 6 and shit, but the levels are like completely different. Like what you're doing in said levels are different. And yeah, sometimes obviously you're gonna be like repeating some actions, obviously, like the wall clinging and the honey climb like in the B. Oh, and also like beehive establishment. So that's like 7. But you get it. But I remember King Zing Sting, I hated this boss because of his hitbox. And I remember I struggled on King Zing Sting for a long time. So he sucked dick. I didn't like him. I did not like fighting him. His little form wasn't that bad, but his big form really sucked for me. I disliked this fight. And every time I think about doing it, I don't like thinking about that boss, to be honest. If they did a Donkey Kong Country 2 remake for Switch, they need to make that boss easier. They need to make his body the hitbox, so the boss can move along smoothly. Because I feel like the stinger for his hitbox a little BS. Number 30, Ghostly Grove. This level was kind of ghostly because the rope swinging. Being ghosts themselves. Other than that, it just felt like a long level, like a long forest level of sorts. Okay, we're almost done. We're on 9 out of 16 pages. Okay, so we're going to be an hour anyways. 31, Haunted Hall. Due to the ghosts that constantly come after you, and you have to hide, you have to hit barrels with green on it for the timer to go up, and if you hit the barrel with red on the barrel, you decrease the time above you, and the ghost will get to you quick. And the whole level had me on my fucking toes. The whole level with that Kremlin ghost is fucking scary. Oh, okay. I'll order this game whenever my DS Lite comes in the mail. What color should I get? Maybe a red DS Lite, if they have any of those. I like the color red, you know, and stuff like that. That's cool. But honestly, the experience that you're going to be playing when you play Donkey Kong is the Game Boy Advance version, because the Game Boy Advance version is definitely different from the Snes version in terms of the OST, because the OST for the Snes version is way better than the Game Boy Advance version. My goodness. I mean, I like the Game Boy Advance version of Donkey Kong Country 2. Always like Stickerbush Symphony, but like compared to the original version, which I'll get to, not even close. Okay, not even close. The fucking SNES version is better. Okay, just goddamn. But anyways, Haunted Hall really scared me because I remember this whole level. You had to hit green barrels right on the green shit, and there was this ghost behind you. And I remember we were like in a minecart. This whole level, OST, original soundtrack. That's what it is. Whole level, OST. Yeah, original soundtrack on Switch. No, OST just means like original soundtrack. That's what that means. But yeah, sorry, it's just I'm getting caught up to me like speeding up out of nowhere for some reason. It's weird. It's like stream is trying to catch up to me. But yeah, I remember that ghost was always on my ass, and I had to make sure I hit the right barrels with the right shit so I could increase my timer of, because there was a timer above you, and you have to make sure that timer continuously goes up, because the Kremlin ghost will fucking catch you and take a Kong from you if you run out of time. And I remember you're constantly on a minecart going through this level, and it was just scary. It almost reminded me of that Rayman part in the Cave of the Bad Dream, that that chase segment. If you guys remember my Rayman 2, my Experince video, where I kind of went into detail about that. Which, that was forever ago. That was like months ago, but still. Anyways, like I said, it was such a scary level. I actually loved it. It was pretty tense. And it kept me going throughout the level. And yes, I obviously did use save states. And this level is pretty fucking hard. Like, no cap, this level is fucking hard. Jesus fuck. A little hard. Anyways, number 32, Gusty Glade. Reminds me of a Rayman shit. Gusty Glade really sounds like a Rayman name for a level, to be honest. Bro, take Super Mario Bros. Lost Levels or Super Mario Bros. 2 Japan Wind Effect and crank it up a bit. That's this level. Was not gonna lie to y'all. Also, whenever I think of Glade, I think of Rayman, because Rayman has levels that were called Fairy Glade and all that other sort of stuff. But this level pretty much was a wind level where it's a platforming level, but the wind effect comes in where it blows you forward or blows you backward, and you need to like constantly move forward if it's blowing you back. If it's blowing you forward, just constantly maybe run back if you don't feel comfortable, you know, with the wind effect and shit. I remember this level made me feel uncomfortable because this level was like, in a way, this level was uncomfortable, but I was kind of used to it because I already played Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels before. And, I was used to the wind, to be honest. I was used to the wind in my platformer since I played a lot of platformers up to this point with the wind effect. So it didn't affect me that bad, but I remember my DS Lite better come with the stylus or I'm going to be pissed. Fair enough. I love the stylus on the little DS. I never owned a DS, but my friend had a 3DS with the stylus. But I know, I'm Nintendo knowledge guy, okay? I know what the DS was like. You know? I literally played DS emulators on the channel, son. But I know, that's not the same as actually having a DS. But I did play regular DS before at a friend's place a few times. It's actually a really fun little handheld. Nintendo makes some of the best handhelds, man. 33, Parrot Kahoot Panic. Bro, this was so different from this. Bro, the difference with this parrot is he can't fly upwards or shoot eggs from its mouth. All it can do is descend quickly by holding down on D-pad. But if you hold up on the D-pad, you ascend slower. So there was this new bird buddy they introduced, which is like a purple parrot, which all he does is like go down slowly. Pretty much Dixie's glide shit, but like without needing to like build it up or anything. Like at all. It's pretty much the exact same, but he goes slower. I remember this level kind of dragged out a bit, but at least it gave me like, well, no, it kind of didn't give me an extra hit. It was just kind of there. And I remember this level really made me feel like it was there. You know what I mean? Like it was weirdly there. I don't know why, but it was just there for me, and I didn't know what to do. It was just kind of weird. The bird really was just going slower, man. I was just like, wasting my time. Come on, man. You're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. Come on. You know, so it was kind of weird doing that. 34, Web Woods. In this level, you're the spider buddy the whole level. And it was fucking long. But the buddy did teach me how to use the spider buddy better than before. What I thought was really cool was the spider can spew web and make a web platform for the spider to stand on. And I thought that was so cool. Pretty much like I said before, way earlier in the episode, is that what the spider buddy can do. And that's pretty much Web Woods is what you're supposed to do the whole level. Is platform as the spider and make it across at point A to point B. Pretty simple, right? But that's pretty much all. That's pretty much that level in a nutshell. I'm just going to push it to the side. 35, Creepy Crow. This boss battle was tough as balls, not only during the times you need to hit him with a barrel, but when you're climbing to the next part of the fight was a pain in the ass, because the boss drops eggs left, right, left down, or right down, and it sucked, but I did it. So pretty much, I remember this battle. The bird, the crow, right? He was a pirate crow, and he sent little ghost birds after you and shit. It was weird. And, you would jump on the birds, obviously, to kind of hit him. No, spider buddy, not bunny. If I said bunny, my apologies. Spider buddy. Using the spider buddy, the whole level in Web Woods, the level I just talked about previously. But this boss battle here, I remember you have to hit him with the barrel by jumping on the birds and stuff and then hitting him with the barrel. So then he flies up and starts another phase of the same thing but a little harder. And I remember when you're climbing up, eggs will come flying down. And I remember I died quite a lot on this boss due to not knowing where the fuck the patterns were when they were coming down at me and shit. It was so confusing. I remember I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Which, Nintendo, you should probably make that a little bit easier for players that aren't too advanced at video games. But, I'm telling you, that shit fucked with me a lot. That boss battle really did fuck with me a lot. And the reason why I'm not showing you as many boss battles in this episode is just kind of to speed things up. Because it's easier just to talk about it and give you guys a little width of what it does than, like, show you guys. Because I'm realizing when I show you guys this stuff, I'm showing you guys also how to beat them too. So it's kind of like when you're watching my Experience video, you know? Like, I'm giving you a way to beat them, obviously. Like, I'm telling you how to beat them, but it's like... I mean, obviously, you'll probably forget about it maybe in, like, a week or two, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you have the brain of Einstein where you remember every single My Experience I made up to date and remembered half the words in each episode. Like, spot on. I don't know. Fuck. Something like that. But you're going to be watching this video and being like, I played Donkey Country too, you know? And it's like... I don't know, I also like making these My Experience videos to help people out with some of these levels and shit as well, like if they're struggling on them. But, and I know, I understand, I'm not the best at doing that, but doing what I can, man, with this little device here I call a tablet, and just propping up the camera, you know what I'm saying? Let me just stop. Okay, 36, Arctic Abyss. This level reintroduced us to the sharp/long-nosed fish buddy, which is On Guard the swordfish. On Guard the swordfish, which I thought was pretty cool. I remember this buddy, and pretty much it's a water level with him in it. Okay, to be honest, it's really cool. I really like it. I like the stage. Okay, let's just keep it at that. All right. Let me see how many pages I got left. Okay. Okay, we got a few more pages left, okay? 37, Windy Well. The wind effect of this level was super fun, and I really liked how it pushed you upwards, and you have to figure out how to control yourself when airborne, when to rise up, or when to lower yourself. It was absolutely amazing, and I had a blast with this level. 38, Castle Crush. This level was crazy. Alright? I meant crazy, okay? This level starts with you on a platform that's constantly going up, like upward. Take this thing, constantly going upward, right? Constantly going up, and you have to avoid enemies in enclosed spots. Guys, I'm telling y'all, most of the enemies in this game, up to this point, are in this level, which is crazy. So literally almost every Kremlin you fought, the ones that shoot cannons, the ones that are the little fuckers, the ones that jump around all the time, pretty much every single enemy you fought, every single Kremlin that is in this game are literally have a part / a role in this level while the thing's going upward and stuff. And I remember that shit would stress me out. Like, I remember that shit would really stress me out. It sucked. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. Where we were going up and stuff. And having to deal with all that. Clappers, like literally like Clappers. Oh, whoops. Like Clapper, Clapper, Anyways, Clapper's Cavern. Bro, this cavern was pretty cool. Those seals come back to make water cold, and enemy placement in the stage was crazy in a good way. And the level itself wasn't too long, which is a nice change. Because Donkey Kong Country 2 has levels that are pretty fucking long that, like, make me think, like, man, they could have maybe split this up in, like, an extra half of a level or something. Or maybe, like, cut this part all together and start here. Because some levels in Donkey Kong Country 2 do feel a bit too long for my liking. Because I like levels that are, like, 5-6 minutes most of the time. And all that shit. That doesn't take too long. But I get it. The level probably isn't even that long. If I played Donkey Kong Country 2, like, a lot more than my initial first playthrough, I bet levels become shorter. And obviously it will become easier to play the more you play it. It's just that, to me, like, I remember Clapper's Cavern felt a little bit too long for me, for my liking. And I was just in this stage, like, okay, like, the elements of this level were really fucking cool. I love it. But anyways, my point is that's that level, right? 40. Chain Link Chamber. Lots and lots of chains. After all, it is a chamber full of chains. Sorry. I need to stop with the cringe. But anyways, this level itself was like a maze in some ways, at least in my opinion anyway. Like, this level, like, Chain Link Chamber, pretty much felt like a maze that you had to go up. And it was also, like, another difficult stage, which is why I didn't spend too much time on it. I remember, like, too much time writing notes about it, because it was pretty difficult. And it just felt like a maze to me. What are your next Switch games that will be on your wish list? To be honest with you, my next Switch game, I told Louis this Friday, because he's planning on getting me another one. I just told him whatever game you think I should, like, have next for the Switch is what I'm gonna have. I didn't ask him for a specific game or anything. But if he gets me whatever he gets me, I'll give it a play, and I'll maybe make notes about it depending on the game, what it is. And I'll give it a play. So that's. But obviously, I want Mario Odyssey. I always think twice about Dread. I don't know about Sonic Colors Ultimate. I pretty much got almost all the Mario games I wanted, other than like 3D, like Odyssey, 3D World. I can't remember the other Mario platformers on there. I already have New Super Mario Brothers as well, so don't worry about that. I already got Origami King. Like, I pretty much already have almost all the Mario adventures like that Mario has on the Switch, other than Odyssey and 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. But I do want, like, and I do have Mario Kart 8, so I do have one of the Mario spin-offs, so don't tell me I don't have none of the Mario spin-offs. I remember, I don't know, I just want, like, I'll take Dread too, fuck it, I'll think about, like, maybe playing Dread or something. Sorry, this actually does require a lot of thinking since, you know, not a lot of good Switch games are coming out right now. So other than, like, not from the Mario or, you know, not from the Mario series or some shit. So it's kind of like, huh. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? What's up, Lucas? How you doing, man? But yeah, Switch games, other than, like, the Mario and Dread, are you gonna play the new... I don't play Pokemon. I actually do not play Pokemon. Like, whatsoever, I do not play Pokemon. I don't hate Pokemon, but I just never got into it, other than maybe, like, a few games here and there. I do know the series. I've watched the anime. I do know... I'm not unknowledgeable Pokemon, and I did play maybe Pokemon Go, but other than, like, a few games, Pokemon Go and shit, I don't play Pokemon like that. I don't play Pokemon compared to Mario, Metroid, Link. I would like to play Legends of Zelda with Twilight Princess. I would like to play that, but they don't have a Switch port out. So I think I'll wait for the Switch port, or whenever Louis maybe gets me another Wii or something, I can probably prop that up for y'all. Some shit. Maybe Louis can help me out with that. Some shit. Because I still want to play old games like Pac-Man World 2 and shit. Oh, Pac-Man World Repack. I also do want that as well. Yeah, I know. I played the original one, but I also really want to play the remake. Because, you know, I did the same for Crash, so I felt like Pac-Man deserves the same treatment. And I love Pac-Man too, which we'll get to him eventually. It's just that I have a lot more notes to get to before we get to Pac-Man World and stuff like that. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Let's talk about the next level. Let's move on, okay? 41, Toxic Tower. This level was hella long, hella tough, and it reminds you of Toxic Tunnels from Crash 4 with how difficult and long the level was. And it was extremely cool, starting out as the Kongs to Snake Buddy to Parrot Buddy to Spider Buddy, and back to the Kongs at the very end of the level. And it hit different. I may have hated this level, but I get why the developers made it hard, because it was like one of the hardest levels. It was like that bait level. You know what I mean? Where it was like, hey, bitch. This is like not the starting of the final stretch, but like there's a few more levels left, and they're like, okay, this is where we're gonna crank up the difficulty onward. And it was like, I remember this level where it's like going to different animal buddies, and their different sections respectively was very fucking hard. I was like, Jesus fuck, why is each section of these fucking guys so stressful to me? What the fuck, bro? No. No. I don't know if y'all saw that comment. No. No. Anyways, 42, Stronghold Showdown. It was a quick cutscene of us finally getting to see Donkey Kong, but the Krellums took him to a different location, and we were quickly chasing after him. Stronghold Showdown was kind of like a bait level of like, oh, this is the final level, right? And we see DK get hit by like cannonballs and shit. And I'm like, yo, why are you doing my nigga DK like that? While he's chained up and shit. And they take him to a new location. So the level wasn't really a level. It's not the final level either. But I remember it was a quick cutscene. And I was like, what the fuck? Why did they do that? Like, why do they do that to me? I don't get that. But anyways. Last time I was here was in your Paper Mario video. Now it's Donkey Kong's time to shine with this video. Well, the second time Donkey Kong's getting to shine. Because, you know, I made a whole new video about Mario, Paper Mario Origami King. If you haven't seen that 3-hour video, go check that out. Next week, I'm doing Super Mario Galaxy 1. So another banger back to back. But anyways, Screech's Sprint. 40. This is number 43. This race with an evil bird was so fucking annoying to me, because the race had a real difficult route, and for the first few times I was way ahead of him, but since you never know if you were going the wrong way until it was too late, and I mean this, it was too late, which really pissed me off too. And the first few times I did the race, I was ahead of him, but since there was no wrong way on screen to let me know I was going the wrong way, it was so frustrating, like, doing this race. I'm not kidding. It was so frustrating doing this race properly, because I was always getting ahead of the evil bird fucker, but I would never know where to go. So after a few times, and I mean after a few rage fucking attempts, I decided to finally be like, okay, you know what? Let me go ahead. And I mean this. Let me go ahead and follow the bitch. Follow the bird all the way through, but at the very end, pass them the fucker up. Okay, I literally meant that. Because this bird level stressed me out to the absolute max. Snickers in here? The fuck? I heard Snickers. And I remember I was screaming on this level. I hated Screech's Sprint. Fuck this level! Okay, had to get that out a little bit. That kind of hurt my voice, but seriously. I know I didn't mention the soundtrack. The soundtrack for Donkey Kong Country 2 goes hard, but this song is on another level for me, and we're finally at this point in the fucking video where I can put it on. Alright? This is a fucking ad for Toyota! I don't care! Sorry. Stickerbush Symphony. Before I play the song, I want you guys to understand my feelings towards Stickerbush Symphony before I play it for you guys here on stream. Let me know if my stream's staying alright, guys, by telling me constantly your stream's still good, because I have an issue with that now again, because the internet's not as good. Out of every single song I listen to, I always come back to Stickerbush Symphony. It's the song I listen to the most out of the entire Donkey Kong Country series. It's one of my absolute favorite songs. Ask Lulu, Chris, Nick, ask all of them off camera, what Donkey Kong Country songs does he listen to? DK Island Swing and Stickerbush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2. You don't hear me listen to Donkey Kong Country 3 that much, but I do like Donkey Kong Country 3's music a little bit, but definitely not as much compared to the first two. And I'm telling you, this song, Stickerbush Symphony, is one of the strongest, most powerful songs I have ever heard in a very long time, compared to a lot of the other music I listen to. This song helps me think. This song helps me relax after a stressful gaming session. This song actually makes me reflect on my life. This song makes me think about my friends, my family in a good light. This song puts me in a good mood. This song puts me in a good mood. This song is so fucking good. I sometimes cry. Sometimes Sometimes I literally believe myself I don't deserve the right to, for this song to be in existence. It's just that good to me. The vibe of the whole song is so powerful for me that Stickerbush Symphony is always there for me. And another thing that makes this song slap so hard is it's in some of the most difficult platforming levels in the entire game. And, you know, it's a song that's there for you. Sure, it won't help you beat it, but it's always there to pick you back up and back you up when you feel too stressed out. You need to stand still for a minute without moving, without continuing the game, and just listening to this beautiful piece of music. David Wise, you son of a bitch, you did it again, but this time it was on a whole nother level. And allow me to introduce you guys to Stickerbush Symphony, my favorite one of my favorite songs in Donkey Kong Country. I don't like saying favorite because I really like DK Island Swing just as equally, but okay, maybe Stickerbush a little bit more. But anyways, my stream real quick. I'm on the Stickerbush song. I don't know if my stream's buffering or going out. Stickerbush Symphony, everyone. Like I said, man, my emotional state during Stickerbush Symphony it is such, and I mean this, it is such a beautiful song. Just going over and listening to Stickerbush Symphony. This was the whole reason why I wanted to do the stream, by the way, was Stickerbush Symphony. It is one of the most beautiful, the most beautiful songs I've listened to in a long time, and it means so much to me. Like, I can just get so many it feels like Stickerbush is right there beside me as a person, like, conversating with me throughout the whole level. Like, you can do it, it's pushing you on, and it's just such a great song. And there's different versions of this song. There is Stickerbush Symphony, the original for the Snes. There's the Game Boy Advance version of this song. Super Smash Bros. Brawl has its version of this very same song. I think they changed it in Ultimate. They have an Ultimate version, I think. They have a Game Boy version of this song, which is more 8-bit. People on YouTube are creating HD distortion versions of the same song. People are remixing this song, making their own remixes. The song is just that legendary. It is this DK Island Swing and Stickerbush Symphony are some of the best songs in the Donkey Country series, and those songs are being played outside of their own games. And Stickerbush, the comment section of any Stickerbush Symphony video has a comment section of comment section of people speaking about their lives. Like what they're doing in their lives, how this song resonated with them throughout their fucking lives, bro. This song gives people the vibes that I be getting, bro. I be getting multiple different emotions when I listen to this song. This song hits multiple different points in my heart that I thought wouldn't be hitting. A lot of songs hit me this way, but Donkey Kong Country 2 really shot at me. That is a prime example of a song making people talk about their most personal experiences, moments in their lives. And I remember Liam Triforce's video on understanding Donkey Kong Country music. The music of Donkey Kong Country. Shit, this song probably changed someone's entire fucking lifestyle. You don't see, FF7 music do that shit. You don't, come on. Well, obviously Sephiroth's theme, okay? That shit's on a legendary status. I mean, think about it. That shit's in Kingdom Hearts, that shit hasn't happened in Shotenberg. If your song, okay, has multiple different versions of it from the same company that helped, provide it and shit, your song surpassed just being a video game soundtrack. You're a literal track in general. That they're like, holy shit, we need to make more music for this. And Stickerbush Symphony has become one of David Wise's most popular music tracks of all time. David Wise has played it so many different times as well throughout his lifetime. He probably gets still asked to this day about how Stickerbush Symphony is one of the songs that helped people change their lives around. I'm telling you, David Wise has life-changing music, and Stickerbush Symphony has made me think about so many things that I could change in my life right now, matter of fact. Hey, Stickerbush Symphony makes me go outside and makes me think how precious life is. Usually a nigga that doesn't even give a fuck about going outside most of the time is making me think about how precious life is and how, I should be living it to the utmost. It'd be teaching me things, or at least it'd be reminding me of so many things. Life is too short. Enjoy all of it. Enjoy your life as is. Don't regret anything that you did in your life. Live your life to the fullest. I get so many different vibes from this song. Stickerbush is it is just filled with emotions. It is just filled with emotion, and you can tell. I had the whole song in my video to give you a demonstration of how this song be hitting me. I be jamming to the notes like I usually do. I be going outside, walking, jamming my head and shit. Be thinking of the words in my head, be thinking of what meaning did David Wise have behind this song. This song is powerful, man. One of the most like I said before, one of the most powerful songs I've heard in a long fucking time. No fucking cap. One of the most powerful songs I've heard in a long time. I know I'm talking about Stickerbush too damn much, but I was so excited to let you guys know how I felt about this fucking song, man. Only a few people knew how I felt about this song. Nick, Chris, Louie. Like I said, ask them. Now you guys can go to this video any time of the fucking week y'all niggas want and be like, damn, Alex loves the shit out of Stickerbush. I'm gonna listen to this song for the rest of my life. I'm going to. This is one of the songs I'm going to listen to for the rest of my fucking life. Same with Super Mario Brothers. Same with fucking, Ocarina of Time's like, little Ocarina shits. I'm just saying, bro, this is, one of my favorite songs, man. I'm sorry. Stickerbush means so much to me as a person. Like, even when I'm, just so many feelings I get from Stickerbush Symphony. And I thank you, David Wise. I seriously thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is not fucking fake as fuck or anything like that. David Wise, seriously, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for creating this song. Seriously, thank you for going in that goddamn Nintendo studio and being like, I need to fucking destroy this. Like, I need to fucking make this song an absolute banger. And you fucking did that. You are a genius. Pat yourself on the back with the rest of the music team because you're a goddamn G for creating Stickerbush Symphony. Seriously, thank you, David Wise. Thank you. Sorry. Now let's talk about the final boss of Donkey Kong Country. Yes, there is before I get into it, there is a secret world in Donkey Kong Country 2 that I didn't do. And I just didn't feel like doing the secret world in Donkey Kong Country 2. Because I just kind of wanted to play the game casually since I never played Donkey Kong Country 2 before in my entire life. This is the first time I've ever beaten it. I've ever played it and beaten it. And I just feel like so many vibes from Donkey Kong Country here. Sorry, it's just that I just didn't want to do it, okay? I just didn't want to do it. Not the true final boss, but just the regular final boss. Alright, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of it, okay? Show you guys some of it so we can move on with the final thoughts and stuff. That is not it. That is a fucking ad. Oh my god. Ads, man. This man's doing one of the Stickerbush levels, man. I love the animations for the victory animations. No! Fuck, man. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I gotta give you guys a different way of showing that I'm back. Man. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I gotta give you guys a different way. I'm back, by the way. I'm back in stream. Alright. Sorry, guys. My fucking device died. It doesn't like telling me when my device is at low battery anymore. It just stays at a good battery and then fucks off. But I gotta show you guys the K. Rool battle, man. I don't like doing this. I can't. Alright, can you pull up the K. Rool battle real quick? The final battle for K. Rool. I need to show my view on the screen, at least the final boss of the game. Again, my apologies, guys. My apologies. I'm sorry for being a trash streamer, alright? Well, no, I'm sorry, because I wasn't watching my fucking tablet. I was like, Stickerbush.
Your tablet should have given you notification when your tablet was like that.
No, it just gave me a notification, 0% dead. No cap. Mid-speech about the final boss. It's doing that now, bro.
Right.
We're getting into that age where it's like, go fuck yourself.
It's so old now.
It is, man. Fucking hell. It didn't even go at 90, not 9. It only went to 96%, man. Doesn't even want to. Anyway, just pull up the final battle. Doesn't matter the video. Yeah, I just want the whole thing. The whole battle. So I can show them. Talk about final thoughts of DK Country 2. And that's it. Okay? Like, they need to see the whole battle. Because need to be Not super quick, but I kind of want to finish the episode. Go home.
I can get on PS4 actually. Because I want to do something. Well, actually, wait. I do have something to do. Never mind. Yeah.
What do you got to do? Come on, man.
Hey, Russian.
Well, I was like, what happened? My tablet died. Like, let me explain this. So, when I was talking about the final boss, about to show you guys, my tablet died, and I guess it blacked out. And I don't know if it created, like, a large sound or anything. Okay? But... there you go. The final battle for K. Rool's right here. I have Louie's brand new phone with me. He got the iPhone 868. You know, I'm just kidding. Not the iPhone. But anyways, the final battle of K. Rool is right here, folks. Get this. Sorry, my fucking... Ah! What the fuck is... Yeah, at least it didn't fuck with me on Stickerbush Symphony. I would have been way more mad if you fucked with me there. Yeah, you just kept going with phases, man. And that was the final boss of Donkey Kong Country 2. Yeah, a lot of, like... To me, he just kept going. I remember, getting very vocal about this final boss. Louis just came in. He was like, let me just take my phone back from this pleb real quick. This alien creature. It's funny because Little Jimmy is still at 84%. Jesus, man. Like, this is why I say sometimes I need a new device, bro. Like, it isn't just Wi-Fi. Sometimes. I know how to get around the little the black in and out shit, but still, man, like, why do you want to sit? Why should I sit there and deal with that type of shit, man? But, you know, tablets are not fucking cheap. God, that's why I get so annoyed with this shit every single fucking time. But yeah, I remember the final boss for K. Rool was pissing me off with multiple different phases, and he just wasn't dying. Like, he took so long just to die. And I remember how angry I was getting. What is it? I remember how angry I was getting with each of his phases, because I was like, okay, 3 hits and this motherfucker dead. No, it took like 10 hits. And I'm going to probably say, oh god, I'm getting Tropical Freeze vibes all over again, where that one nigga was so difficult. But anyways. Wait, did it just say 1 hour 27? I thought we were already 1 hour 30. Is it stealing footage away from me? What the fuck? I've never seen that. But anyways. Yeah, the boss battle was really iffy. I mean, I liked it, but it was like, the boss battle felt a little too long. 45. I love Dixie Kong and Diddy Kong's victory animation when you reach the end of his stage and hit the target and barrel it's whatever item you get. I thought that was really cool. Like, you know, the little Diddy Kong, like, you know, jamming out and stuff, and Dixie jamming out with a guitar while Dixie's jamming with a DJ thing. You know, I thought it was kind of cool. 46. The length of the game is perfect. Not too long, not just too short, just perfect. And I really appreciate how, like, perfectly nice package this game is. If you're playing this game casually, it is shorter than when you're playing it for 100%, because 100% you got to go for everything in all the levels. And I didn't do that with the original trilogy. I didn't go in 100%. I just kind of went in. But I do know, yes, there's a secret world, and yes, I do know what it takes to 100%, but I decided not to 100%. I decided to do that with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Regular 100%, not 300% Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Anyways, let's get on with the show. Final thoughts on Donkey Kong Country 2. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, Snes version, because I played the Snes version, is easily one of the best sequels I have ever played in my entire life. It does everything the first game did, but better. The platforming stages were amazing for the most part. The minecart stages were awesome as hell, even if going through it at first was a total nightmare. The animal buddies were back and got levels of their own, which I thought was really fucking awesome. And the animals were back, changed for the better or worse. But the best thing about Donkey Kong Country 2 is the music. David Wise, you mad fucking genius. The fact you created Stickerbush Symphony, Forest Interlude, and so many wonderful songs. Again, David, you're a legend and rare. Thank you for creating Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest. And before I go, if you're looking for a platform with really good music and hard but fair levels, this is your freaking game. I've beaten Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy Kong's Quest, June 15th of 2022, and that's the end of Donkey Kong Country 2 for your boy Arekkusu TM. And honestly, I agree with what I said. This game is by a fucking quarter mile, it's better than Origami King. First of all, it doesn't piss me off with original characters, okay? It allows for its original characters. Actually, it doesn't even do... Sorry. Stream loves doing that garbage. I don't know what's going on. This game is way better than Origami King. Yes, for damn sure. Anyways, what I wanted to say was, David Wise, thank you again for creating the music of this game. I listen to Stickerbush Symphony every goddamn day, or almost every day, and I listen to DK Island Swing almost all the time. I love your music. And I love Rare for creating the amazing platform levels that they did back then. I know, Rare, you don't fucking care about Nintendo since you mostly work at Microsoft, since Microsoft bought you guys way back in the day. But I'm just thankful that this game exists. I think Donkey Kong Country 2 made a lot of people happy. In the long run, it made a lot of people happy. You made a lot of childhoods, again, Rare, with the Donkey Kong Country 2. A lot of people, myself included, think it's better than the first one in some ways. I also really have a lot of nostalgia for the first one. But I really love the first one, too, because Donkey Kong's playable in that bitch. But, it just makes me so, like, emotional that I finally got, Donkey Kong Country 2 out of the way. We will be talking about Donkey Kong Country 3 as well. But that's the week after next week. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And I want to apologize for all the stream buffers in this episode, and the stream speed up for some reason. I was dealing with that in this stream. I'm sorry that happened. It's out of my control. I just need a better device, man. Swear to God, I need an upgrade in terms of, tablet devices. I need an upgrade. But, I swear to God, the tablets that are better, and I don't know what tablet's better for Android. I really don't. I was thinking about maybe getting Apple, stuff, but at the same time, it's I remember Chris was saying, why don't you still go for Android, but it's a little better. You know, it's better than that device you got. And I don't know what's better for Android. Me and Louie have, been looking constantly, mind you, for Android tablets that do better, but, or that are better, but they're so damn expensive, they're not cheap. Like my ZenPad 10. My ZenPad 10 was only $100-something when my dad bought it eons ago. But I really do need a stronger device, I feel like. But I don't know which is going to be better. What is better than my current tablet right now? And I know Louis doesn't want to go out of his way and buy me one because, he wants to buy his own shit, which I understand. I wish I just had $300 just lying right, or $600 lying right there. I would have just picked myself up one if I had that type of shit, but I don't. So I have to kind of deal with this tablet kind of until then, pretty much. But anyways, subscribe, favorite, share the video with your friends if you want to. Check out my previous Donkey Kong Country episode, which was not that long ago. Check out my other My Experience episodes for a good time. If you guys, want my rating on Donkey Kong Country 2, 10 out of 10. I love Donkey Kong Country 2. I'll definitely play it again. Maybe the GBA version in the future. I'll definitely play it again because I love Donkey Kong Country 2, and it's a really good fucking game. Anyways, peace out, guys. I love y'all.